everyone, welcome to the channel. My name is Georgia and today I'm going to be watching season 2 episode 6 of Heartstopper. Last episode, the Paris trip continued. There was some absolutely iconic moments. Isaac snapping at Harry, loved it. I just love it when the shy bookworm is able to stand up to bullies, and especially because he wasn't even doing it for himself, he was doing it for a friend of his own accord. No one even knows he did that, which is so superhero of him, because it seems like his words actually worked. Now, I'm not naive enough to think that Harry will suddenly become a nice guy that leaves Nick and Charlie alone forever, but at least for now, his words led Harry to stop one of his friends picking on Nick and Charlie. And I have to say, Isaac, you're proving your iconicism by the episode. Tao and Elle had their first kiss in the Louvre, which is just absolutely perfect for them in an artistic setting. Tao may have messed up their first date, but their second date, if we're calling it that, was perfect. And like, it was a date without technically being a date, which means they're the best ones, because when you can just vibe with each other and bond, it's all you need. Charlie fainted, and so Nick asked him about his eating habits, and the eating disorder storyline has kind of been confirmed. I forgot to mention in the last episode, for people that might be a bit confused about how I know about the eating disorder, it's because of comments from the season 1 reactions. I didn't read the novels past volume 1, but people told me of the eating disorder storyline and Isaac's asexuality storyline in the comments of my season 1 reactions. So that is how I know that those storylines might be coming up. And it's why I'm also feeling a bit bad for James. Presuming they are putting Isaac's asexuality storyline in this show, seeing James have a crush on him just breaks my heart because he's fallen for the wrong guy. I don't blame anyone for leaving no spoilers though, because at the time I did plan on reading novels, but from now on, no spoilers of what happens in future novels, please and thank you. Nick asked Charlie about his eating habits, and Charlie kind of told him that he had an eating disorder and why and where it stemmed from, and how he feels like it's the only thing in his life that he can control. And as I said, Nick had such an amazing reaction. He was honest in how he didn't really understand it, but he just wants to be there for him, and if there's anything he can do to make his life less stressful, please can he open up to him about it. And now Nick and Charlie are off to meet Nick's dad. Hopefully Nick can come out. I feel like he will, because he's come up to the rest of his family and he's the last one left. Just praying that it goes well, fingers crossed. Because they're in a setting where no one knows them, it's so great that they're able to hold hands. You're more confident doing it in front of strangers than people you know. So it's nice that they do get these moments together. As soon as they meet someone they know though.
Would you feel better if I waited here? No.
Is he gonna come out in French? Oh, truth. A cheeky game of truth or dare?
This is my dad, Stefan. This is my...
I'm Charlie.
Nice to meet you, Charlie.
Je m'appelle Charlie, huh?
So good to see you in Paris. You never visit.
You never
When
respond.
he was younger, he would visit every summer.
You know, I'd still like to meet her sometime if you wanted me to.
Yeah.
You could always make the effort to visit him. He is your son after all.
We went to the Eiffel Tower, Sacré-Cœur.
The Louvre this morning.
Yeah, it's been really fun.
Excuse me for a moment. No, but... Right?
He said j'arrive.
Something has come up and I just can't get out of it. But I haven't told you my news.
And he hasn't told you his.
Next week.
Oh!
Small business trip.
You should come to dinner. I'm sure Mum will be okay with it, and David will want to see you.
I miss that boy. We'll see.
You missed that boy.
David avait plein de petites copines quand il avait ton âge.
Good for David.
That was fast.
Shows how much he cares,
Really
doesn't
fun
it?
to talk to him about you.
There'll be other chances.
If he does end up coming for dinner, best believe David is going to spill the tea, isn't he? Are they playing Where's Wally?
I have something to share.
Oh?
Me and Elle kissed.
No way.
No, you didn't! No, you didn't! We kissed!
Everyone's so excited for them.
The third kiss was like amazing.
3 times!
Wait, so what does this mean?
I don't know, we literally had our first kiss like 5 hours ago.
So you need to talk to her. I'm gonna text the girl.
Wait.
No.
So, like, are we...
Oh my gosh.
How are you feeling?
Fine.
Charlie, you literally fainted on me today.
But how are you feeling about seeing your dad?
I don't think I realised how stressed out you've been about it.
Doesn't matter how I feel about it anyway.
It does.
You're the one who's going through it.
You're also affected by it, Charlie.
Boys,
Oh.
past 11. Should be in your room.
Pretty sure I did the exact same thing at that age.
Oh, and you don't figure out you're gay until your late 20s.
Oh.
Tend to miss out on those beautiful gay teenage experiences.
I feel like Mr. Farouk is representative of a lot of people that watch Heartstopper now. Not necessarily with the finding out you're gay until your late 20s, but with the lack of having those memorable teenage experiences of sneaking around with a boy, because a lot of people have shared in the comment section, which I'm so thankful for, of their own experience as being a gay teenager in school, but not having it normalised in society where you felt brave enough to come out. So watching Heartstopper, it's a mix of emotions because you're so happy for them, but you're also so jealous that you never got to experience that. And so I feel like Mr. Farouk is kind of the closest representation of that. But they've also added another layer to him that he didn't figure out he was gay until his late 20s, so he's quite a late bloomer. He probably hasn't had too many experiences. And it also confirms my Mr. Farouk, Mr. Ajayi vibes.
I don't think there's an age limit on those, to be honest.
You flirt with me.
Maybe.
Oh my god, I love them. They have like 1 second of screen time, but I love them. Oh wow, that's amazing. Woo!
I'm sorry for being, not a very good girlfriend recently. I'm gonna make it up to you. I've got plans. Big plans.
Isaac's happy place. How much spending money do you have, Isaac? This is their side of town.
Excuse me? What are you doing?
Recharging.
Existing. Oh! Hey, careful there, Nick.
We haven't kissed in like 2 days.
The challenge would have been successful then, if only not for the hickey debacle.
Right. Come on. We're going to be late.
You did all of this?
Wow.
Everything has to be perfect, Tara. She's a princess.
Aww. Oh my gosh, Tao and Elle. Here I was, oh shit. Here I was thinking Tao and Elle might not even get a kiss this season. And now look at them. Completely excelled by expectations. I thought they might get together in the final episode and have like 1 kiss at the end. Bitch, they have excelled. Aww. Poor Isaac. I wonder if he actually knows why he feels this way, or if he doesn't know yet.
To be honest, I sort of had a crush on him last year. Not anymore though.
What? Little did Charlie know he had all the boys after him.
Do you have a crush on someone else though?
Is it me?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. This feels really reminiscent of Nick and Charlie's first kiss for some reason.
I'm sorry.
Oh, bless her.
What, can me and my boy come in, yeah?
No?
What do you mean, no?
No!
Can I not just talk to Nick and Charlie?
No, they don't want to talk to you.
What do you mean they don't want to talk to me? I just wanted to say I'm sorry. I know
Only
I said
because
some
you want to come in the
homophobic stuff in
party.
the past, but I feel like I know better now. We cool? Can we come in?
Please say no.
No.
Yes. Oh, it's a shame he's here though.
Come on, I know you've loved me for years.
What is happening? is he doing?
I dare Charlie to kiss.
Before they even announced that, what just happened? Tao is so iconic. Like, there is literally no toxic masculinity from him whatsoever, and they're all so secure enough in their relationships to know that that is not like gonna mean anything or pose a problem. Just don't say Ben. Oh, still pushing this
You're only
agenda.
saying that because of the hickey rumour.
Fine. I dare Charlie to kiss Ben.
That isn't even funny. I barely know Charlie.
You flip-flop like a pair of sandals, Ben.
I'm tired anyway.
Okay, bye.
Can I do a truth instead?
Okay then.
Who gave you the hickey?
Who gave you the hickey? What? Can we just move on from this?
I know who it was. Me. We're dating.
Oh my god, I called
That's
it.
really cute. I never would have guessed Nick was gay.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm bi, actually, but yeah. So, do you want us to keep it a secret? We're okay with people knowing.
I think I'm gonna be sick.
Oh. Well, that broke the tension.
Why did I get into teaching?
Why didn't they rush her to a toilet instead of the teacher's room? They're out though.
What are you doing?
And Ben wasn't there to see how supportive everyone was.
You came out to a room full of people.
Yeah.
He did.
Since Tao and Isaac are staying in the girls' room tonight,
Oh.
I could sleep in here.
You've taken his side.
You're gonna have to move over because that's my side of the bed.
Yeah.
First. So.
I love their playful banter.
Payback.
Now everyone's definitely gonna know.
Is this okay?
Yeah. I'm not sure I'm ready to do anything more than kissing.
No, I didn't think we did that right now.
As long as it's clear. But you know what? They both asked for consent before doing it, and that is important.
I only want to do it if you did, and if you didn't ever want to do it, then I wouldn't either.
Oh, I'm so embarrassing.
I think we both are, to be honest.
It can be awkward to talk about. Don't think anyone makes it sound smooth.
Kissing's still okay though.
That's also such a direct contrast from Ben, because Ben forced himself on Charlie.
I love you.
Oh!
I love you so much. It's so gross. I was just sick. I don't care.
Cute.
Oh, wine. Sophistication. Oh, well, one of the beds has just been sick on.
She can't get in trouble for having food poisoning, can she?
You know which students deserve the protection.
You could just share my bed. No,
It's a single.
stupid
That
idea.
you said. I don't think it's a stupid idea.
My face feels like it's about to burst. Help! I feel like this episode is trying to kill me. He's so soft. Neither of them is like the big spoon or little spoon for long. It shows how equal their relationship is because they swap around a lot. Please don't be awkward. Oh! Now who is that? They have bruv in the name? Is that Harry? Finally, an end to an episode that doesn't wreck my nerves. That episode was just best of the season so far. Everyone's story got progressed in that episode, and boy oh boy, I love Mr. Ajayi and Mr. Farouk so much. Mr. Farouk is a bellowing loud teacher, but when he's around Mr. Ajayi, he is such a softie. And even in those sweet moments with the students as well, like with Darcy and Charlie last episode, he is actually a softie at heart, and he has an inkling of who the good students are, because he isn't too nice to Ben as Ben deserves, but he was also really nice to Charlie and to Darcy in this episode. He protected her, so he knows the right ones. I wasn't expecting Nick to come out during that truth or dare scene at all. Oh my gosh, the way it just went completely silent after he said, I know who it was like, really caught your breath. And then he just took his hand and said they were dating, and it was perfect. Besides the comments, I never would have thought Nick was gay, as everyone seems to say when he comes out to them, for God's sake. I feel like the only person that hasn't is his mum. But everyone cheered for them and seemed to be supportive, and they told them that they're fine if everyone knows now. So it finally happened. They're coming out finally happened. And it was so good. And they looked so happy after it happened as well. Like you can see the weight lifted off their shoulders. They both feel so much more free. Nick's asleep on his shoulder on the coach. Like before, Charlie was saying they shouldn't even sit together, and now he's there with his head on his shoulder, and he's posted an Insta post as well. It must be such a relief once you've finally done it. And he's still got his dad to tackle if he ends up showing up to the dinner that he's invited him round for when he comes to England. His dad's not really in his life anyway, so I don't really care what he thinks. I'd love for him to be supportive for Nick's sake, because even if his dad isn't really in his life so much, he still wants him to accept him, of course. Like, whether you're close to people or not, you still want to get a good reaction from everyone, but even if he doesn't, his mum supports him, and that's the main thing. She's the one that matters. Tao and Elle last episode said they don't really know what they're doing with regards to kissing, but they're certainly getting their practice in. They are just sneaking off anywhere and everywhere. Tara and Darcy, oh my gosh, Darcy's I love you was actually really emotional because she was crying when she said it. You could see how desperately she wanted Tara to know, but she just doesn't have the confidence to say it when she's not drunk. I really want to see some of her home life and find out what's going on and why she's never invited Tara around her house or to meet her parents or anything. And Isaac and James, oh poor James, but poor Isaac as well, because he's probably confused enough himself without having to even think about explaining to someone why you don't want to kiss them. Like, I really feel for both of them. Like, seeing Isaac sitting outside alone on the terrace while Elle and Tao were giggling in the bed as well, that was a really somber scene, showing how isolated he feels not being able to talk to anyone about this, because none of his friends would really get it, would they? Because all of his friends are there kissing people. I'm sure they would be understanding, but like, it must be hard to broach the subject because it's so different to what they are. And I hope this doesn't ruin James and Isaac's friendship, because I think they have such a sweet little unexpected bond, and I don't want that to get ruined because of this rejection. Hopefully the follow-up conversation to that goes well too. That's it for today, guys. Thank you for watching my reaction to season 2 episode 6 of Heartstopper. If you want to watch my uncut reactions to Heartstopper, the link to the Patreon page will be in the description below. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time for episode 7. Bye!
Taste like